We're making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Sumo Politics. So I'm just here. Hopefully I'm going to be brief, but let's see how it goes. I am here to just say Sihle Lonzi is vindicated once again. A lot of people were saying a lot of negative things. The EFF is always disruptive. Your English. The EFF is always disruptive. Sihle Lonzi arrived late. So that's why he's being kicked out. And Sihle was asking relevant questions that nobody wanted to answer. And he had his 15 minutes. He was actually entitled to his 15 minutes. So even if in that 15 minutes he was throwing tantrums, that was his 15 minutes. Every speaker got 15 minutes. That's why he even said, Uguti, when other people were speaking, I was quiet. So, of course, from him being kicked out of parliament, it gained a lot of traction because there was a list that was leaked. The one, I think I included it on my video earlier, where it was showing the credentials of all the chairpersons that were selected. And there was Gwedemandoshe's son there. His credentials were not there. So, of course, there was a lot of controversy now. It was gaining a lot of traction. So, the minister has released a statement, which is I want us to read. Of course, they will not admit to Guti. So, the minister firstly is releasing a statement unhiring everybody that has been hired. So, everybody that was hired, they are unhired now. Imagine if someone had to quit their job because they thought, oh my God, I got a new position. Yeah. So a whole new process is going to be done. But I want us to read the statement first. Let's get right into the statement. It says a media statement for immediate release. Withdrawal of the recently appointed chairpersons of SETA boards with immediate effect. Following broader consultations with the stakeholders in the post-school education and training sector and their council regarding the appointment of the chairpersons of boards of sector education and training authorities, have decided to recalibrate the process which was overseen by the independent panel. I call on all relevant constituencies to nominate candidates. The integrity of the process for appointments will be made in terms of the guidelines as outlined in the Silk Development Act 1998 as amended. I have taken the decision to withdraw previous appointments in response to public concerns. Okay, at least they're being honest. Further, I take this decision in the interest of good governance, transparency, to ensure accountability of the appointment process. In this regard, I will reopen the process by issuing a government gazette calling for nominations for a limited run for 7 days. I will also establish a new independent panel to process the nominations and recommend candidates. The process will put emphasis on merit, competency, and relevant experience, with balanced representation in terms of race, gender, youth, and persons with disabilities. Similar to the previous process, all recommended candidates will have to pass the necessary screening and vetting process. In the interest of transparency and good governance, I feel it is necessary to present the data of qualifications of previously recommended board chairs. From 2030 board chairs that were previously recommended, there were 3 doctoral degrees, at least 15 master's degrees, and 2 medical doctors, amongst others. Their competency ranged from engineers, chartered accountants, auditors, advocates, and medical doctors and government experts. It is my intention to present new board chairs in the shortest period. It is my interest to present new board chairs in the shortest period possible. That is the statement released by the minister. So the whole process will be redone. I do want to have a look at the comments. Minister got again, it's not the first time she's making a mistake. She's also the same minister that declared a student that he was not a student of Walter Sisulu, yet the student was. There's also a letter that's trending that has been sent to one of the candidates or one of the people that were employed, one of the chairperson. So this letter says, Dear Mr. Konde, withdrawal of appointment as chairperson of Accounting Authority. My letter dated 5 May 2025 regarding your appointment. Also, they were appointed on the 5th of May. It's been it's been 15 days since in fact 10 days since they were hired. Section 11.1a, subject paragraph B of the Skills Development 97 of 1998 as amended, provided that the minister must appoint the chairpersons of Accounting Authority of SETA after consultation with the National Skills Authority. Following developments relating to the process of appointing SETA chairpersons, which requires my further attention and consideration, kindly be informed that I have taken a decision to rescind the letter issued to appoint you as SETA chairperson with immediate effect. I wish to express my sincere apology for the inconvenience this might have caused. Your interest in becoming part of the skills revolution and economic progress of our country is highly appreciated. So that is the letter that is sent to one of the people that were appointed. They are revoking that with immediate effect. And I see that the EFF has released a statement. But before I go to the EFF statement, I do want to read the comments. And think the comments that I'm going to read them under the higher education page where the official statement was released, just to see what the people are saying. These are some of the comments. Someone says, Sihle Lonzi, it's a win for EFF. This current government, we must hold accountable at all times. They thought they could hide their irregular appointment without the sharp mind finding out. Someone else says, you better put massive respect on Sihle Lonzi's name. Put respect on his name. You lot have gotten used to getting away with unethical, repugnant behavior for far too long, and you have normalized it because you have no shame. Someone else says, thank you to Comrade Sihle Lonzi for exposing nepotism in the appointment of Gwede Mandashe's son to chair SETA board. These ANC drunkards need to be exposed. And then someone else is questioning the period of the advertising. Is saying, why only 7 days of advertising? We are disadvantaging South Africans because of corruption. Why not the normal 14 to 21 days? This is not fair. This is not a fair process. I'm waiting for DG, Minister and Portfolio Chair to resign immediately. So the EFF has also released a statement. I'm going to try to read the full thing. So the EFF says, Economic Freedom Fighters welcomes the withdrawal of the recently appointed chairpersons of the Sector Education and Training Authorities boards, which were made through a blatantly corrupt and nepotism process rooted in political proximity and abuse of office. The EFF is vindicated. We have been consistent and unrelenting in our exposure of the rot and ethical appointments made by the Minister of Higher Education and Training, and we have done without fear or favor. It is our firm belief that these appointments were not made in the spirit of fairness, transparency, or merit, but they were instead a manifestation of the ANC's long-standing practice of rewarding political loyalty with position of public responsibility. Among those appointed were the son of Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy and a personal advisor in that very ministry. This is not only a conflict of interest, but also a textbook case of nepotism and elite capture of state institutions for personal and factional gain. We remind the public that this was the EFF that raised the alarm about these appointments, both inside and outside Parliament. The minister has now reversed the appointment without giving a full explanation is a clear confirmation that political pressure exerted by the EFF has forced her hand. However, the matter does not end here. The minister must account to the people of South Africa. She must publicly explain why she saw it fit to abuse her powers in the first place. Furthermore, if the Portfolio Committee of Higher Education and Training had a competent and an independent chairperson, an urgent meeting would have been convened by now to receive a detailed report and take corrective action. Unfortunately, we have no confidence in the current chairperson, whose primary concern has been to shield the minister from accountability and suppress voices that question corruption. The EFF demands a full and an independent audit of all SETA board appointments. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. All board appointments made under the Department of Higher Education and Training, including the past appointments. This must include a forensic assessment of how individuals were shortlisted, where due process was followed, and whether political influence played any role in bypassing more qualified and deserving candidates. The EFF insisted that the minister should approach the court for a self-review, that the court set aside her erroneous decision of appointments. We emphasize that the appointment based on political favoritism are inherently corrupt. They deny capable South Africans an opportunity to serve, undermine the credibility of our public institutions, and produce government structures that are incapable of delivering on their mandate. This is why corruption festers. This is why public trust in government continues to erode. The reopening of the nomination process must not be a cosmetic exercise. It must lead to the selection of the best candidates based on merit, experience, and a demonstrable track record of ethical leadership. Anything less would be a betrayal of public trust. So, kusezawuba nzima. I said, I think at this rate, Abo Sihle Lonzi and Snawe and them, they should have bodyguards, because I literally feel like they are not safe right now. I genuinely feel like, because now if you're going to take bread out of people's mouth, they're going to be angry. Because if you are employed and you are told, no, you're not employed anymore, of course you've left your other job. So this is about to get very messy. Anyway, if you qualify, you are welcome to apply right now. Thank you to the EFF. Now you've got a chance to apply now. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think, man. And you know, whether you like the EFF or not, but I think it's only fair that you acknowledge the work that they do. It's not only just vibes, it's not PR, but it's actually real work that we do. Yes, we do post it because, of course, we are trying to raise awareness. We are tired of what people always ask, what has the EFF done? So this is why we emphasize on the things that we do, so that next time nobody asks, what has the EFF done? What have you done? We've got a track record of what we have done. So yeah, I mean, shout out to Sihle Lonzi. Honestly, when he joined Parliament, I thought, oh my God, is he too young, you know? But I've been proven wrong, and I'm glad I have been. So shout out to the EFF, shout out to Sihle Lonzi. Continue the good work. Anyway, let's meet you guys in the comment section. If you don't know who I am, my name is Izipolo Belona. Please subscribe to this channel because it is free of charge. Support the channel if you can. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let us meet in the comment section. Aluta continua. Until the next one.